going on, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Thirsty Thursdays with me, Chino Suave. Now, today's cocktail is especially fancy, but before we get into that, I want to remind you to leave a comment in the comment section below. And if it's your first time viewing, don't forget to subscribe. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button. Now that we've gotten that all out of the way, the cocktail for the day is the classic Martini. You might be asking yourself, why the Martini? No, my God. No. Why? It's so girly. It actually really is not. It's actually a super manly drink. If 007 can drink it, you can fucking drink it. But before we get into how to make the cocktail, I always want to tell you a little something about everything that I make. So the Martini is actually going to be made with gin. Now there are different styles of Martini. You have your lemon drop martini, dirty martini, chocolate martini, palm-tini, apple-tini. There are so many ways to make this martini. Now, it was made famous in the Roaring 20s. Roaring 20s. Now, the martini consists of gin and vermouth. Yes, two things. Over the century, those two things have gone from 4-1 to 6-1, starting at 2-1, back to 10-1, I don't even know. Shit gets crazy. But today's cocktail is going to be 3-1. So, that's not right. The cocktail has gone through changes over time. So, in the 1920s, it was actually 2 parts gin, 1 part vermouth. In the 1930s, it started to become 4 parts to 1. And now, today, we have 6-1. Some might even go as far as to just say, can I get a glass of gin while staring at an unopened bottle of vermouth? I got that from a movie. And others might say shaken, not stirred, like our famous 007. Yes. Shaken, not stirred, as suggested by Harry Craddock, saying that martini should always be shaken. Now others might say it should be stirred because the molecules sensually lay on top of each other. So today we're going to sensually lay the molecules on top of each other. Meaning we're going to stir our cocktail today. Now when you shake it, it's called a Bradford. Which is weird. I don't know why it's called a Bradford. Maybe Bradford liked to shake. That's a Bradford. Alright, all that shit out of the way. Now let's make a fucking cocktail. Alright, here we go. So, we're going to start with our mixing glass, and we have our spoon. I'm going to use a stir. We'll start by adding our ice into our mixing glass. Boom, boom. Nice ice cubes. Yes. Next, we're going to add a ½ ounce of our dry vermouth. Dry vermouth. Only a half. So, I'm going to use my jigger right here. Boom. That is all. Next, we're going to do 3 ounces of London dry gin. Doesn't really matter what kind of gin you use, whether you fancy Tanqueray or whether you fancy some special gin like Hendrick's or something like that. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm not particularly a fan of gin just because it's just not my flavor. I'm more of a whiskey guy, but a classic martini is always delicious. So we're going to go ahead and add 3 ounces. Yes, I said it. 3 ounces. You go out to a bar, you have a couple of these, you will be fucked up. Alright, now that we did that, we're going to go ahead and stir our concoction together. Sensually laying the molecules on top of each other, as someone might say. Stir this bad boy up. It's already starting to taste good. Stir some more. Stir a little longer. Alright, I think that might be enough stirring. I'm gonna take our strainer here, put it right on top of this bad boy. Boom. Straight it into our cocktail glass or martini glass. Alright. That didn't fill up entirely the way I wanted to, but I feel like this glass is a lot bigger than 3 ounces. Then, we're gonna finish it off right here with our olives. Boop! Doesn't that look fancy already? Wanna have a fancy party? This is your ticket right here. Well, everyone, there you have it. A fucking martini. So we just finished off our gin martini and garnished it with some olives. Now we can all be fancy and go make bad decisions together. Or not do that. But anyway, don't forget to leave a comment in the comments section below about what you thought of my video and maybe a suggestion on what we can do for next week's Thirsty Thursday. Also, if it's your first time viewing, please hit that subscribe button and check out the other videos. I'm pretty sure they're just as informative or not informative. And as always, don't forget to smash that like button. Cheers, everyone. And now I'm wearing a suit. A fucking suit. Great. I'm gonna need more of this martini. Alright, well, that's awkward. Cheers! Fuck. I thought this video was over! I told you 20 martinis makes you fucked up! You don't listen to me? Ugh.